All right, so next up we have Everyday Endurance. And Everyday Endurance herbal gummies are currently my favorite because they do so many different things. So I designed them to be a coffee replacement, a natural source of energy, a pre-workout, this stable, sustained endurance, right? And now I'm using them for brain health, for metabolism, like I mentioned, pre-workout. They're great. So so you open your tin and you have your little gummy, and it looks like this. And I think that these taste like wine, like red wine, like really good red wine, or like cider, kind of. They're really delicious. I'm always trying to describe how they taste, but that's what I think right now, kind of like a red cider. And Everyday Endurance contains a lot of herbs. So let's talk about them. Once again, we have our base, no processed sugar, no syrups, no like glucose extracts or monk fruit or erythritol or any of that stuff. We're using actual local organic honey, apple pectin, and herbs and veggies. That's it. So our first herb is rhodiola. Rhodiola, oh my gosh, the tin's upside down. That's funny. Rhodiola is one of my absolute favorite adaptogenic herbs. It's a root. It's used for enhancing physical performance, cognitive performance, workout or just physical exertion, recovery afterward. It's also supportive of mood. So a lot of times you see it in antidepressant blends or like mood boosting blends. And it's also often used in blends to help increase dopamine levels, which results in better focus. So not only do we get better mood from dopamine levels being in the right place, we get focus. So you see, this is energy, but this is like nootropic brain health focus as well. Next up, we have beet, cucumber, celery. So those are where you get this kind of like herbaceous veggie base. I love that that's in there. We have rosemary, one of the best herbs for increasing cerebral circulation, often used for memory, rosemary for remembrance, totally a nootropic, just like a staple. Everybody should have more rosemary. I always use rosemary essential oil in the afternoon to help wake up. That's perfect time to eat one of these guys. We have cordyceps, again, helping to increase vasodilation in the body and oxygenation of the blood, circulation to the brain, circulation everywhere. Athletes love cordyceps. I love cordyceps, again, for energy endurance. Oh, and cordyceps, they help to increase ATP production in the body. So cordyceps is a perfect example of how an herb can give us energy, and that can have nothing to do with caffeine and central nervous system stimulation. It's brilliant. So you can be energized and like not be stressing out your central nervous system. Love cordyceps. Eleuthero, so that's our Siberian ginseng. That's another like energizing adaptogen that's not going to overstimulate anybody, helps to balance the HPA axis in the brain. That's the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis. If you don't know what that is, check out my brain health course. I talk about all this stuff for like an hour in that. Ginkgo, gotu kola, two more, increasing cerebral circulation, helping with cognitive performance, recall, again, not like energy, focus, clarity that is not from going crazy with caffeine. And stable, super stable. We have red ginseng, another very energizing adaptogen. And then we have wild-crafted kola nut and guarana. So these have a little bit of caffeine from kola and guarana, and you have it in these whole plant forms that is very stable. So these also end up being kind of thermogenic. So that's like a fat burner or a metabolism support, which is why I'm kind of obsessed with herbals right now. So it's like my coffee replacement, my nootropic, and my metabolism supplement. Super delicious. These, you definitely only need one. You can have more than one if you want, but if you're sensitive to energy, you don't need more than that. You get a whole tin of them, and that is everyday endurance.